What was that sound ringing round your brain? Today is just a blur. You got a head like a ghost train. What was that sound ringing round your brain? You're here on your own. Who you gonna find to blame? You're the outcast, you're the underclass, but you don't care, because you're living fast. You're the uninvited guest who stays to the end. You know you got a problem with the devil sends. You think they're talking about you, but you don't know who. I'll be scraping your life from the sole of my shoe tonight. From the sole of my shoe tonight. How's it going, folks? This is Wayne Hart, back with another lesson and an amazing song as always today, continuing my Definitely Maybe tribute, which is 30 years old this year. This is one of my favourite album tracks, so this is Bring It On Down by Oasis, absolutely amazing track. So continuing this series, I've previously done Up in the Sky, did Digsy's Dinner, and this one, Bring It On Down. And I don't want to do the obvious ones, you know, like Live Forever, Cigarettes and Alcohol, all the ones that you hear all the time all over the radio. I want to pay tribute to some of those, you know, album tracks that you don't really hear anymore. You're going to hear a lot more of this year, obviously, with Liam doing the shows. I'm also doing some shows. If you want to come and check me out, I'm going to play the whole album acoustically. So if you want to check that out, please go over and give my Facebook page a like, which is Wayne Hart Guitar, and all the dates are going to be up on there. So this is a fairly easy one to play. It's a capoed up version. I did sort of this version probably about 3 or 4 years ago, but as I said, I want to sort of pay tribute to that album. So what I'm doing, I'm, you know, putting a lot of the tutorials out there again, so I can post the chords and the lyrics up on my Patreon page. And if you want to check my Patreon page out, I'll put a link to that in the comments. I'll also put a link in the description. And the way that works, you just click on the link, sign up for as little as a couple of quid a month or however much you want to pledge. It's all very much appreciated. All generally goes back into the lessons. And it gives you guys access to not only this song, you know, pretty much everything I've done over the past, coming up to 3 years now. So there's a lot of content up there. There's some exclusive videos that aren't on YouTube. There's a lot of videos from the archive. There's some stuff to coincide with the technique lessons I've done. So if you're into the scales and blues stuff. And also, obviously, I'm putting a lot of the, you know, Definitely Maybe album tribute stuff up. So go and check that out. Link in the comments, link in the description. If you don't want to do that and you'd like to show some appreciation, I've got a new feature which is like a super thanks link. It's just under the video there. You can click on that, make a small donation again. Very much appreciated. Thanks everyone who's subscribed and continues to do so. And now if you are subscribed and you haven't done already, a further way you could help me out is by hitting that little notification bell that's under the video there, so you can keep up to date with the videos. And if you want to, please go over and give me a like on social media so we can find out about those dates I'm doing as well. So I'm Wayne Hart Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok, as you always say. I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so the song is in standard tuning, but as you can see, for this version, you're going to want the capo up on the 2nd fret, okay? And I think this version works brilliant acoustically. Just while we're talking about capos, I'd like to give the G7th Capo company a quick plug. If you are on the market for a capo, this is a performance-free model. I don't know if you can see, that's got my name sort of inscripted on the top. I've got another one, a Performance 2 model in silver. You've probably seen that in the other videos. I've had that for the best part of just over 15 years now. And they're great, light, strong, reliable, durable capos. So if you are after a capo, I'm going to put a link to that in the description. So go and check those out, G7th Capo. Okay, so the intro to this is going to be an A minor. And I think it's effective to sort of lift that chord off, play open strings, and then, so we're just putting that, you know, A minor chord on and off. So what we get is it. Okay, so it gives it that, you know, that drive. It sounds really good. Okay, so we hold on to that A minor into the verse, and the other chords in the verse are going to be a C. You can do a regular C. I think it's quite effective doing the C with the G bass in. So if you never see me do that, just take a regular C chord Move the third finger to the third fret on the low E string relative to the capo. Little pinky third fret on the A string underneath. Okay, you don't have to, you can do a regular C, it works perfectly well, and the other chord is a D. Okay, so I'm just going to sing that verse through so you can see how that gels together. So starting on the A minor with those little lift offs, you'll see where I'm doing that. We get this.
What was that sound ringing round your brain? Today is just a blur. You got a head like a ghost train. What was that sound ringing round your brain? You're here on your own. Who you gonna find to blame?
Okay, so that's going to be a verse. Okay, chords to the bridge are going to be an A minor, a C, and a G. So to you what G chord you use. I personally, you know, the Noel G that he uses in loads of Oasis songs, I do the 4-finger G. So what we get,
you're the outcast, you're the underclass, but you don't care, because you're living fast.
Okay, so the chords to the chorus are going to be an A minor, a C, a D, and then we're going to go to an F major 7. Now you can do a barred F, you can do the standard F major 7, but I do the F major 7. You probably see me do this in a lot of my videos with the C bass, and so similar to what we did on the C chord, we're just going to take a regular F major 7, move the third finger to the third fret on the A string relative to the capo, little pinky third fret on the D underneath. Okay, so again the chorus chords are an A minor, C, D, and that F major 7, so that goes around twice. So what we get, you're the uninvited guest who stays to the end. I know you got a problem with the devil sends. You think they're talking about you, but you don't know who. I'll be scraping your life from the sole of my shoes tonight. So that goes around again. Go back into the A minor, that little lift off like we did in the intro. Okay, so verse 2, I think it's quite effective to do this sort of, to give the song a bit of dynamic. I think it's effective to do it with palm muting. So I have done a lesson on palm muting if you want to go and check that out, but all it is taking the fleshy part of your palm and sort of resting it lightly over the strings. Okay, so if you hear verse 2 with the palm muting, as I said, keeping that side, the fleshy part of your palm, lightly on the strings all the way through, this is what we get. So, bring it on down, bring it down for me. Your head's in a fish tank, your body and your mind can't breathe. Bring it on down, bring it down for me. Your head's in a fish tank, your body and your mind can't breathe. Let me bring the strumming in with the bridge. You're the outcast, you're the underclass. Okay, and so on. So we got that other bridge, and then we got the last chorus. The only difference being with the last chorus, we just carry on with the chorus chords to the end of the song. So.
Over my shoes tonight.
There we go, I'm going to finish on the A minor. And that is pretty much the meat and potatoes of the song. As I said, works brilliantly acoustically. So that just leaves us with a strumming pattern. Now there's a couple of patterns that sort of, you know, fit this song that you could use. So it's whatever you prefer. But my preferred pattern that I tend to use is a down, down, up, down, up, down, up. That's a down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So if you hear that, we've got. Or another pattern that would work, I don't think it gives it, you know, as much rhythm as that one, but it's very similar, it would be a down, down, up, up, down, up. So that would be. Okay, so I prefer the first pattern, but as I said, it's if you're just getting into strumming, it's sort of finding your way and what's comfortable for you. But both patterns would actually work, and that is pretty much all you're going to need. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. I hope you all dug that. What a song and what an album. And as I said, that is probably one of my favourite songs off the album. And it's one you don't really hear anymore, you know, it's one of the album tracks. And that's the whole idea of me doing these, you know, recent tutorials, a tribute to that album. I'm not going to do the obvious ones. I'm going to do a lot of the, you know, the album tracks. So hope you enjoyed that. And if it's the first time you see me do these lessons, I have already done Up in the Sky and I've already done Digsy's Dinner. So go over and check those out. And the sort of capoed versions, a lot of these ones that work really well on acoustic, suited for a lot of beginners as well. So there we go. Hope you all dug that. And as I said, all the chords and lyrics are up on my Patreon page, which I'll talk about in a moment. Another thing that I mentioned before, I'm actually going to be paying tribute to that album myself by going out on the road. I say on the road, it's just really where, you know, from the area where I live, sort of the Midlands, you know, South Cheshire. So there we go. If you want to come along to one of those shows, go over and give my Facebook page a like, and all the information about the shows are up on there. Another thing, if you've got any requests for anything, it doesn't have to be Oasis related, it can be anything 50s to modern day. It's going to work well on acoustic or an electric guitar within reason. A lot of you know the drill now. The easiest way to put a request in is obviously comment below the video, or if you want to find me a personal message over on those social media platforms I suggested at the start of the video, you're very welcome to. I just always point out, I do get quite a lot and I do have to sort of hemp it them a little bit. But don't let that put you off. Please do keep your requests coming, because that's what keeps this channel going, and it's very much appreciated. Another thing that's very much appreciated, I'll quickly mention it again. Thanks if you are subscribed. You know, really means a lot to me. Thanks for following my channel. Now, if you are subscribed and you haven't already done it, please hit that little notification bell that's just under the video there, so you get notified every time I post a video up. You can keep up to date with the videos. The Patreon thing, sorry to keep banging on about it. You want the chords, lyrics and the strumming patterns to a lot of the songs I do. Pretty much everything I've done over the past 3 years is up there. There's a link to that in the comments, also a link in the description. The super thanks link, sorry about all this pointing, if you'd like to click on that, make a small donation, again, very much appreciated. And another way that you could help me out, this doesn't cost a penny, is word of mouth is a powerful thing. So if you dig what I do, please like and share my videos. Tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, anyone, you know, plays a guitar, please point them in my direction. I really appreciate that. So that just leaves me to say, whatever time of day it is you're watching, maybe morning, day, night, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all for lesson very soon. Take care.